What's going on, traders? Welcome back to the recap. Today was a busy day trading. I made 7 trades and 2 of them were losers. I ended up negative $87 or $83. I can't remember. Yeah, busy day. I actually got in early. I got in around 7:15, so my first trade was actually pre-market. But you can see today was pretty much a range day. You can clearly see it was just a big range. So in the big range, you don't really want to play the bigger trend channels. You want to always focus on the smaller channels. Those are the ones that will give you more high probability setups and trades. So that's what I did. So let's go over the chart. On the daily candle, it looked a little neutral. Really, it really did. I mean, there's nothing crazy. Maybe we go back and test this channel, upper trend channel, but I don't know. Time will tell. But yeah, my first trade of the day was this failed signature long, pretty clear, new high for entry long failure. I actually had the range a little bit tighter where you see the black line. That's where I had my range initially. And again, straightforward trade, not from to recent lows. Pretty much, I mean, you can see it's pretty much clear failure. And then this trade right here, the way I saw it is basically a failed breakout. And I wanted to trade this on the engulfing, but I wasn't sure at the time. So when I'm not sure, I don't really trade. But you know, break new low already in place, and you have a nice big engulfing bar. So I think it's a pretty solid trade if you want to be aggressive. You also get a signature short here, enough room to recent lows. Good signal bar below the EMA. Solid trade, enough for 4 ticks. And then basically we get some news around 8:45, and then as well as around 9ish, I think, some medium news. And my second trade of the day was this. Honestly, it was just a gut trade. It was nothing crazy. It's only first entry long, but it's a low risk. It's off of the EMA. I kind of liked it at the time, but going long to resistance, I'm not sure why I said that, because there's plenty of room to get out. So. But then my third trade was actual second entry long, and that one did not work, and which is unfortunate because new high first entry long, pullback second entry long, and it did not work. And then just this trade number 3 is just one of those trades that don't really work. So don't know why, doesn't really matter, because you'll never know why it didn't work. Could be somebody who's trying to sell here with a big ass order. You don't know, but it's just one of those things. So I was okay losing here. I really was, because honestly it was a clear setup, you know. But it did not work. Now my fourth trade was absolute garbage. I mean, I don't even know why I took this trade. I mean, because I did had this trend channel already in place. Like I had it already. I saw it, and I knew there was this resistance here, and I still went short. And you see how the EMA is flat. There's a couple inside bars here. I mean, I was just like, man, I don't know what I was thinking here, but man, this trade upset me, and I was like, man, that was a really bad trade. Which, you know, it happens. It happens. You know, I'm still learning. I'm not perfect, but usually I'm pretty good about, you know, flat EMAs and resistance and stuff. But I guess I just wasn't focused enough, and paid the price. Now I'd rather lose to a good setup than a bad trade. All right, that's how I see it. Like, I'm okay with losing this. I am not okay with losing on this trade at all. Here, number 3, you know, I read it correctly and it just didn't work. This I did not read correctly, and there was clear signs that I should not have been in the trade, and I ignored it. So, and I paid for it. So it is what it is. But after this, I usually take a break, and I kind of, you know, walked my dogs, and I just kind of like relaxed and kind of refocused. And usually after two losers, I usually call it a day. But I said, you know what? Let me just refocus and clear my mind, clear my emotions, and get back in the charts and just focus on the next trade. And that's pretty much what I did. I wasn't really trying to play this bigger trend channel. You know, there's a break, but I wasn't expecting a new high, just because these bigger trend channels don't really work that well. So I decided to take this failure here. Now this again was not a great trade, not a great setup. It's too far from the EMA. Like I said, you want the failure to be, you know, something like this, or like even like this. So not a solid trade, but I did went down to one contract because of the 2 losses. I was like, you know what, let me just reduce my risk and, you know, take one contract, and if I lose, I lose, it's okay. And I actually entered the trade, and I actually walked away, and I was watching the World Cup, one of the World Cup games, and I came back and I actually got 5 points out of this, so it was kind of crazy. It was one contract, which kind of sucks, but hey, it is what it is. But I'll take the 5 points any day. But yeah, then price reversed, went back down. I saw that basically 2 measure moved here, or measure moved 1 leg, 2 leg. You do have a break new high in place, and then you also clearly see there's a resistance at this trend line. And I was actually thinking about taking this lower high here, but I didn't like how the bar, I mean, I guess it's fine. Just I don't like how it closed at the support, even though it would have worked. But I don't know, I wasn't crazy about this. But then I saw this failure here, and I definitely took this. Again, signal bar doesn't really matter in failures. You can clearly see that there's some resistance at this trend channel, or trend line I should say. And I was still expecting a new low, a retest of this low from this channel. So took that trade. Should have held it longer, but hey, whatever. It's 4.6, 1 point, I'll take that. And then there's some news here which I didn't trade, and I stepped away to do some errands here, and I came back and I just missed this higher low. That was unfortunate. I mean, it's a higher low, and it's also triple test. You can take the triple test, 1, 2, 3. I mean, it is a little bit far, but break new low already in place. I mean, this is like enough room to the EMA. This is a solid trade, and I was upset that I just barely missed it. Like I came back to my computer and this candle was already forming like this, and I was like, man. But whatever. And it's my last trade as a secondary trade long here. Not exactly a perfect trade. It's basically middle congestion. The EMA is flat, but I did notice how the price got rejected here and went straight back up. So I was kind of comfortable taking that. You do get a higher low here as well. Again, not a perfect setup, because you know there's some resistance here. You also get another higher low here, and I don't know if I would have taken that just because cutting close to the resistance. But yeah, that's how my day went. I will not be trading tomorrow or Friday because it's Thanksgiving and market closes at 12. So I'm gonna take my long weekend, and I'm gonna relax, enjoy my weekend, and refocus and come back strong on Monday. Like I said, I'm down $87 on the day. I think I'm about $500 up on the eval. So again, nothing crazy. Still got a long way to go, but yeah, hopefully your trading day was good, and happy Thanksgiving, enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you guys on Monday. Thanks, bye.